The childhood friend who promised to marry me right after college graduation proposed to my adoptive sister Chloe Wyndham at my graduation ceremony, and Ethan Sterling, known as the social circle's saint, openly pursued me after his successful proposal. 5 years into our marriage, he was gentle and doting, spoiling me to the bone, until I heard his secret conversation.
Ethan, Chloe's famous now. You still putting on this act with Scarlett? It doesn't matter. I can't have Chloe anyway. As long as I'm with her, she'll never get in Chloe's way.
And the prayer diary he treasured, every page beginning with "For Chloe. For Chloe, may she be freed from obsession. May her body and mind be at peace." 5 years of delusion, shattered in an instant. I arranged for a fake identity and planned a drowning. From then on, we would never see each other again, life after life. After confirming the final arrangements for my fake death, I hung up the phone. In 2 more days, I would disappear forever, just as they wished.
You've had a lot on your mind lately. I'll make you do something light for dinner tonight.
In the 5 years of marriage to Ethan Sterling, he had always been tender and doting, spoiling me to the bone. People said that someone as restrained as him, once in love, stayed in love for a lifetime. I thought this was my happiness, but now, I finally understood. This marriage was not my happiness, but his way of protecting Chloe. Ethan gently stroked my shoulder and suddenly spoke.
The Wyndhams are throwing a banquet tomorrow. Chloe's pregnant and her art entry made the international exhibition. You don't need to come. I'll send a gift and head right back.
I wanted to go see the exhibition too.
Don't bother with the exhibition. You've always wanted a kid, right? Just stay home and rest for a while.
I lowered my gaze, hiding the turmoil inside me. We had been married for years without having a child. I used to think it was just fate, but now I realized he probably never wanted one, and stopping me from entering the competition was just his way of making sure I didn't get in Chloe's way. He kissed my forehead, seemingly unaware that my heart had sunk to the bottom.
Scarlett, I know it's your birthday tomorrow. I want to do something special for you. I hope you have a great day.
I hope you have a great day.
I murmured the words to myself, suddenly finding them so grating. All these years, every blessing he gave me used the same phrase, and only now did I understand that this all the best was never meant for me. That night, I couldn't sleep. After gently moving his arm from around me, I accidentally knocked off his silver ring. When I picked it up, I noticed something strange about the inner band. By the faint light, I looked closely and saw that the inside was engraved with the word, Chloe. At that moment, I was completely and utterly heartbroken. The next morning, I said to Ethan,
Let's head back to the Wyndham residence together.
His expression froze for a moment, but quickly returned to calm.
All right. We'll drop off the gift and come straight home.
I knew he didn't want me to go. He was afraid I would disturb Chloe, but I just wanted to see my family one last time. After all, tomorrow I would be gone. At the Wyndham family home, the hall was filled with guests celebrating Chloe's pregnancy and her selection for the international art exhibition. In the crowd, Chloe was surrounded like a star. Everyone praised her, saying the painting she had submitted would surely win a major award. They also mentioned that the painting had been inscribed by the calligrapher, Missing Chloe, a perfect match, unparalleled art. When Chloe saw me walk in, her expression flickered for a moment but quickly returned to normal. She smiled politely, her voice full of sarcasm.
You're here too? Got nothing better to do lately?
I ignored her provocation, my eyes fixed on the painting on display. It was a work so familiar, it pierced my heart. A painting I had completed years ago, and kept in my private collection, never shown to anyone. My painting. How did it get here? How had it become her entry? Chloe looked at me with a smirk, then leaned in close.
You really love this painting that much?
I gave her a cold look, and was about to speak when suddenly she cried out. "Don't!" Before I could react, she stumbled backward, clutching her belly, her face twisted in pain. The crowd erupted.
What the hell just happened?
Chloe's pregnant! How could you hurt her like this? Someone get a doctor, quick! Chloe!
In the chaos, I heard a voice. It was Ethan Sterling's voice. The pity in his eyes was barely concealed, shattering the last shred of my illusion. Seeing that I had noticed him, Ethan quickly regained his composure. He turned to me.
Regardless of everything else, Chloe's carrying a child. You never should have laid a hand on her.
Just then, news arrived. The painting had made it to the finals and was very likely to win the gold award. A barely suppressed joy flickered across his face, an expression I had never seen in 5 years of marriage. I asked him quietly,
Why does Chloe's painting look exactly like mine?
He stiffened for a second, then quickly calmed down and pretended not to know.
It's probably just a coincidence.
Your painting styles are just similar, that's all.
I gave a cold laugh and said no more. That painting was stored in my private gallery, with keys held by only a very few people, and the inscription on it, though signed with a pseudonym, was written in handwriting identical to the script Ethan used when writing his daily prayer diary. How the painting ended up here, and who did it, went without saying. That painting was supposed to be my 5th anniversary gift to him. Now, I realized that our marriage itself was a sham, and the painting had become meaningless. I smiled, my voice so flat it betrayed no emotion. Ethan seemed to sense something unusual. His expression flickered, and then he volunteered.
Why don't we head out now? We can go somewhere to unwind.
I lifted my eyes to his, and curled my lips into a faint smile.
Let's take the yacht. We'll cruise through the night and catch tomorrow's sunrise.
Once we were in the car,
I've already prepared a birthday surprise. After this busy period, we can plan to have a child, all right?
I listened quietly, staring out the window without responding. Just after the car started, his phone rang. He answered.
Hello? Oh, hi.
I turned to look at him and said calmly,
If you have something to do, go ahead.
Scarlett,
It's fine. I'll go to the yacht and wait for you.
I hadn't seen the caller ID, but I knew there was only one person who could make him look like that. On the yacht alone, I took out my phone and opened Chloe's Instagram. A freshly posted photo appeared, with the caption, "Someone to celebrate with me, bring me late-night snacks, and keep me company. Thank you for always taking care of me." The comments were full of praise. Your husband is so good to you. The perfect example of a loving spouse. But my eyes were drawn to a hand in the photo. On the ring finger was the silver ring, unmistakably Ethan's. I dialed his number, but Chloe answered.
Hello?
Hello? It's late. What do you want, big sister? Looking for Ethan?
Give it up. He won't be coming back tonight. I coldly hung up and turned to the yacht staff.
Cast off.
Aren't we waiting for anyone else?
No need. Just me.
The yacht slowly pulled away, cutting through the night sea toward the deep water. I stood alone at the bow, looking up at the stars. The sea wind was bitterly cold, starlight shimmering on the waves. All night long, he never came. I leaned against the deck, staring blankly at the sea, scenes from the past 5 years flashing through my mind. His tenderness, his companionship, his promises, fragments that eventually pieced together only a shattered picture. Every illusion, every lie now so bitterly ironic. Just before sunrise, I called his number one last time. This time, the phone was off. I stared at the screen and set the call recording and the video evidence of me creating that painting to upload automatically. After that, I walked to the stern, took one last look at the first hint of light on the horizon. Then I leaped into the icy sea. Elsewhere, Ethan Sterling hurried away from Chloe's place.
I have to go. It's her birthday tomorrow. I promised to watch the sunrise with her.
Ethan, I need you right now.
No! Not tonight.
Just then, his assistant Mike found him. Mr. Sterling, your wife jumped into the sea.
Impossible! We had plans! It's almost her birthday! Why would she get hurt?
Mr. Sterling, the crew said she boarded alone. She looked really upset. And then...
I don't believe it! She'd never board alone! Why didn't the crew call me?
Mike's expression was complicated.
Mr. Sterling, they called all night. But your phone, it was turned off.
Ethan looked down at his phone. The screen was black. He quickly powered it on, then turned to Chloe with icy eyes.
You turned it off?
Chloe froze for a moment.
Ethan, I'd never do that. It must have been an accident or dead battery. Don't blame me.
Her voice was full of innocence. Ethan ignored her and ran straight to the dock. He sprinted all the way, his anxiety and guilt impossible to hide. At the scene, the yacht had already docked. Police were talking to the crew. An officer walked over, his tone grave.
Mr. Sterling, we found no sign of your wife on board. According to witness statements and surveillance, she jumped on her own. The currents here are too strong for a successful rescue.
Why would she jump?
Ethan murmured, his eyes vacant. The officer pressed.
Did you notice any recent changes in her mood?
She was calm. No unusual signs at all.
Mr. Sterling, check your wife's Twitter.
Just then, Mike said quietly. Ethan quickly opened his phone. The latest tweet hit him like a thunderbolt.
No. No!
Oh no, Scarlett.
The 5-year dream is over. Here is the truth, see for yourselves. Scarlett Wyndham. Below the tweet was a video link. Trembling, Ethan clicked it. The video showed the entire process of me creating that painting from initial sketches to
God, what have I done?
This is my 5th anniversary gift for my husband. Mr. Sterling, thank you for staying with me.
But that commemoration became the final blow that exposed the truth. At the end of the video came my voice, calm, but resolute.
If this marriage was fake from the start, I'll let you go and set myself free.
When the video ended, Ethan's fingers trembled slightly.
I was too late to realize. When I finally understood my own heart, it was already too late.
The scheduled upload of the recording was my final farewell to that absurd marriage. As the video sparked a media storm, I was sitting in a small apartment in an unfamiliar town, far from everything. There was no Wyndham family here. No Ethan Sterling, just a quiet little place with a glass door to the balcony. I started a new life with a new identity, leaving behind the cautious, love-starved woman I had been. No one knew where I was hiding. And no one knew that I had already prepared for a life of solitude. When I first moved, I refused to talk to anyone. Shopping for groceries, renting an apartment, even paying bills, I used as few words as possible. People thought I was cold and strange, and gradually they left me alone. Fine by me. I used my savings to open a small art studio, teaching children to paint. I thought my talent was meant for the spotlight of exhibitions, for applause and accolades. But now, I just wanted to paint simple lines in peace and teach a few innocent children. The person from the fake death service told me,
Ethan Sterling has been looking for you.
Looking for me? I'm already dead. What does he want?
I gave a soft, cold laugh.
He went to your gallery and contacted your old friends. But don't worry, our security is tight. He'll find nothing. He's been drowning in guilt and pain. The police said no survival chance. He's returned to the scene many times, searched for clues, but found nothing. Husistanus, Jace Bezes herbetis mark few rounds to pith.
Mrs. Winbear, your Twitter and video have become his worst nightmare. They exposed his coldness and carelessness. He lost all dignity in public. His reputation is completely destroyed. Everyone knows his heart was never with you.
I laughed softly, my gaze drifting out the window.
Ruined? He deserves it. What about Chloe?
The video proved the truth. The exhibition canceled Chloe's award. Her plagiarism is under official investigation. Her husband divorced her. The Wyndham family disgraced her. Oh. The relationship between Ethan and Chloe is completely destroyed. Chloe denies any blame, but Ethan blames her for everything.
He didn't act only for the Winberg family's sake. All in all, he's full of regret.
I was silent for a long time.
Then let him regret for the rest of his life.
That said, I still opened my phone and scrolled through the news about Ethan Sterling and Chloe Wyndham. Someone had taken photos of Chloe coming out of her house looking haggard, with no one around her anymore. Articles reported that her exhibition had been completely withdrawn, and even the Wyndham family was caught in the fallout. As for Ethan Sterling, journalists captured a photo of him alone by the sea. He stood there for a long time, as if searching for something. In the comments, some called him heartless, some mocked him for getting what he deserved, and a few pitied him as a fool who lost true love. But I just found it absurd. His true love was never me. He began to reminisce, but I was already walking away.
Teacher, what are you looking at?
Little Oliver Trent peeked over curiously. I quickly closed the app.
Nothing, your line drawing isn't finished yet. Go paint.
Teacher, are you unhappy?
I paused, then smiled.
No, you're imagining things.
Oliver ran off, and I stared at my phone's screen.
Yes, I'm not happy.
But not because of those people. It was because these news stories dragged me back into that past full of lies and betrayal. One day, while I was teaching a class, a young man appeared at the door. He stood there holding a large bouquet of flowers.
Hello, I'm Oliver's uncle. My name is Noah Trent.
These are for you. Oliver loves your class very much. It's a small token.
I glanced at the flowers, nodded, but didn't take them.
I don't accept gifts.
Sorry, I didn't know your rule.
It's fine. No need next time.
But after that, every time he came, he brought something else.
These are Oliver's favorites.
I knew they were really just excuses he wanted to give them to me. But I never accepted. Over time, I gradually realized his persistence wasn't forceful, it was patient. He never said much to me. He just quietly watched his nephew paint.
You paint beautifully.
He said one day, his voice full of genuine admiration.
Why do you say that?
Because I've never seen anyone paint like you. I can feel the emotion in your work.
I didn't answer. I just kept teaching the children. But his words fell into my heart like a stone into water, sending out ripples. One day, I came across a news article online saying that Ethan Sterling seemed to be planning to leave the city and enter a monastery. The article included a photo of him standing by the sea, looking haggard, like a lost ghost. I stared at that photo for a long time.
His regret may be real, but so what?
I was no longer his burden, and I didn't want to be his redemption.
Teacher, I'm here.
Oliver's voice broke through my thoughts.
Why are you late today?
Because my uncle was looking for something for a long time.
I looked at Noah Trent.
I'm not going.
I said coldly.
Why do you always push me to compete?
Because you shouldn't bury your talent. Don't let the past hold you back.
I didn't answer.
Painting is something you love. Those people from the past can't ruin your love for it, unless you give up on yourself. Give it a try. Your art deserves to be seen by more people.
That night, I pulled out my long neglected brushes. On the canvas, an image slowly emerged, a sea surface, the first light of dawn in the sky, and my reflection shimmering on the waves. When I finished the last stroke, I suddenly understood.
This painting wasn't for him, wasn't for anyone. It was for myself.
On the day of the exhibition, my work received high praise from the judges. The talent that had been set aside for years was finally seen by the world again. I thought this was just the beginning of my life's restart, but I never imagined that this comeback would completely shatter my quiet life. One day in class, I was explaining color matching to the children. Sunlight streamed through the studio windows. The kids were quietly painting, filling the space with a rare sense of peace. Suddenly, the door was shoved open, and someone burst in. Scarlett Wyndham. I looked up and froze. It was Chloe Wyndham, heavily pregnant, her face haggard with rage. She stepped forward, her eyes wild.
I knew it! How could you possibly be dead? You ruined me, and here you are hiding!
Chloe, how did you find me?
She laughed bitterly.
How? I know your style too well. Back then, the teacher always said you painted better than me. I've stared at your work for years! I'd recognize your technique anywhere!
You used a pseudonym for your entries, but unfortunately,
I spotted them right away. No one in this world can escape me.
Her words sent a chill through me, bringing back countless memories of her trampling over me.
Since you recognize them, you know exactly who those paintings belong to. How dare you show your face here?
Chloe's face turned purple.
Scarlett! You're despicable!
Stepping closer, her eyes full of hate.
You think winning this competition changes anything? Dream on!
I ignored her hysteria, just protected the children behind me.
If you have a problem, we can talk somewhere else.
Talk somewhere else? You wish! If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be like this! My paintings were canceled, my awards taken away, my parents disowned me! Even Ethan. You think you've really won?
The children shrank back behind me.
Chloe, if you came here to make trouble, I suggest you stop. Don't scare the children.
Make trouble? She let out a scornful laugh.
You faked your death to frame me and played the victim? Aren't you disgusting?
You did wrong, so you must face the consequences.
That hit a nerve. She exploded.
It's all your fault! If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be like this!
Before I could react, she lunged at me. I instinctively shielded the children. I couldn't dodge in time. Her nails raked across my arm, leaving bloody scratches. I shouted, but she was like a madwoman, completely out of control, and shoved me to the ground. Oliver ran up and hit her with his tiny fist.
Don't hurt my teacher!
You little brat! How dare you hit me!
She raised her hand to hit Oliver.
Enough! Chloe, if you keep this up, you'll face legal consequences. Scarlett, you can hide for a while, but not forever. I'll make you pay today!
Noah Trent rushed in. Without a word, he pulled Chloe away. She struggled for a moment, then saw who it was and laughed coldly.
Wow, Scarlett, it hasn't even been that long and you've hooked up with someone new already?
Her mocking gaze swept over me and Noah, and she suddenly raised her voice.
I told Ethan long ago that you never really cared about him. Look, someone's already here to defend you and he didn't believe me. This is who you really are.
Noah frowned.
Miss, please behave yourself. This is a place for children to learn. If you want to cause trouble, go somewhere else, but don't scare the kids.
Chloe paused, then quickly recovered, sneering.
Who do you think you are? What right do you have to tell me what to do?
I ignored her frenzy. I just pulled Oliver and the other children close, comforting them in a low voice.
Don't be scared. Teacher's here. It's okay.
Chloe stared at us, then suddenly threw up her hands and shrieked.
Scarlett, you think you've won? You ruined me! But I won't let you be happy!
Just as Noah was shielding me and calming the children, more hurried footsteps sounded from the door. A familiar voice rang out, barely suppressed with emotion. I looked up. Ethan Sterling stood in the doorway. He strode over. His eyes locked on me as if afraid I would vanish. His expression was complicated. Surprise, regret, deep guilt.
You're alive. Thank God.
His voice hoarse as if scraped raw. Chloe saw her chance. A calculating gleam flashed in her eyes. She deliberately leaned toward Ethan, holding her belly, her voice full of fake grievance.
Ethan, she attacked me. I just wanted to ask why she did this to me, and she humiliated me.
She bit her lip, sobbing.
I'm pregnant, and she still treated me like this.
I watched them coldly, as if transported back to the past, all those moments of being ignored and pushed aside. But this time, I held myself together. I took a deep breath and said calmly,
You'd better leave. You're not welcome here.
Ethan didn't even seem to hear Chloe. His gaze never left me.
Scarlett, please listen. I truly regret it. I was wrong. I didn't cherish you.
I laughed bitterly.
Give me another chance.
A chance? Ethan, do you really think you have the right to ask for that?
I know I was wrong. I shouldn't have ignored you, shouldn't have listened to others. All the mistakes are mine. I'll change. Please forgive me.
His voice grew lower.
Forgive me. As long as you'll have me, I'll do anything.
Seeing this, Chloe turned pale with fury.
Ethan, you said you loved only me.
Shut up!
Ethan cut her off.
I've made it clear to you.
His gaze colder than I had ever seen.
Whatever you say has nothing to do with me anymore.
Chloe looked as if she had been slapped. Her face went white, and she cried out.
Ethan, you can't do this to me! Have you forgotten everything between us? And guess what? She's already with someone else.
Her words jolted me, but I quickly steadied myself. I said coldly,
Ethan, I've already died once. Just pretend I really did die. Let each other go.
Desperation in his voice.
No, Scarlett, I won't! Even if you hate me, even if you hit me, curse me, don't tell me you're gone. I beg you, come back.
My chest ached, but I answered calmly.
Ethan, you never wanted me. Our beginning was a mistake.
No, I was the fool. I was so stupid. I didn't realize how important you were until you left.
Seeing that Ethan was ignoring her, Chloe suddenly went berserk. She grabbed a chair and charged at me. I couldn't react in time, but Ethan threw himself in front of me, taking the full force of the chair. He groaned and fell to the ground.
Stop!
Noah rushed over and shielded me. Ethan's assistant Mike and some bodyguards subdued Chloe, but she thrashed wildly, screaming.
Ethan! You're still protecting her? Aren't you afraid she really is with someone else?
Before she could finish, Ethan cut her off coldly. Picking himself up from the floor, he fixed Chloe with an icy stare.
Chloe Windham, from now on, I don't want to hear another word from you.
His tone was chilling. Chloe froze for a moment, then started struggling again. Mike and the bodyguards dragged her out, and finally the room fell silent. Ethan turned and looked at Noah, who was still standing protectively in front of me, but I spoke first.
Chloe was right. I don't need you anymore. Please stay out of my life.
Ethan hesitated, then said softly but firmly,
It's okay. I know I was wrong, so even if you're with him, I don't care. If you'll have me, I can accept it.
His eyes were full of pleading and humility. Then Noah spoke up, his voice calm but sharp.
Mr. Sterling, I don't know the full story between you two, but it seems to me whether she wants you back is her decision. You keep talking about your feelings, but have you ever asked what she wants?
Ethan froze. He opened his mouth, but no words came. I looked at him.
Ethan, no matter what, those 5 years are over.
My voice calm but final.
Even if I'm still alive, you are no longer my choice.
The color drained from his face, but I continued.
Don't force me to see everything we had as a mistake. Or do you want me to be truly dead before you finally let me go?
He cried out, pain flooding his eyes.
Scarlett, I was wrong. I truly was. As long as you're safe, as long as you don't leave me like that again, I can stay out of your life.
Then I said softly,
Good. Then I hope you will leave me alone for good.
He was silent for a long time. Then he lowered his head, as if finally understanding. In a hoarse whisper, he said,
I'm sorry.
Then he turned and walked away, his figure lost and broken. Noah soothed the children, making sure they were unhurt, then came to me.
Are you okay?
I shook my head.
I'm fine. Thank you.
He gave a small smile, said nothing more, and left with Oliver after tidying up the studio. Not long after, I saw a short news report. Chloe Wyndham had been formally charged with assault and multiple other offenses. The Wyndham family tried desperately to plead for leniency, but they could not clear her of all charges. What surprised me was that Ethan Sterling had personally pushed the case against Chloe. At the same time, he announced he would officially enter a monastery, take a vow of lifelong celibacy, and change his last name to Scarlett. The news article showed a photo of him in his monastic robes, head bowed in prayer. His expression was calm, but carried a hint of hidden pain.
Scarlett.
I murmured the new surname to myself. A faint ache passed through my heart, but I quickly pushed the feeling away. Just then, Oliver jumped into my arms.
Teacher, my uncle is looking for you.
What does he want?
He wants to take us out to play.
Oliver's eyes sparkled with excitement. I looked up and saw Noah Trent at the door. He smiled at me, standing there, with sunlight streaming over him. He looked warm and steady.
All right, let's head out.
I took Oliver's hand and walked out of the studio with him, as if all the shadows of the world had been left behind. This was my new life. Finally, I could live for myself.